Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of October, 2025, and the time now is 45 minutes past 2 p.m. in the afternoon. My name is Ross. My name is Ross Barney, or John Argument, or Dunleary, or Taunton, or Honest John, the son of John O'Sullivan, and I'm a boxer, prize fighter, pugilist. Like I said, we're now in 2025. What I've noticed, what I've identified, and I identified this probably 1 or 2 months ago, that, and this is not a criticism or a harsh criticism, it's just a mild observation. But I find that there's not much food in the supermarket. Now, there is food in the supermarket, but it seems that when you buy things, the quantity is small. It seems that you're not really getting much food for your money. Like I can go in the supermarket and spend £10 and I've got about maybe 4 or 5 items in my basket. And in terms of volume, there's not much food there. In volume, there's not much food. No. So I'm saying to Almighty God Jehovah, because that's his name, and he's holy. You see, with God, it's a very strange thing. I think the last 40 years, this whole God thing has turned on its head. Like the God of maybe 80 years ago is a different God today. And they say God doesn't change. These same people say God don't change, but he's changed for me. Now, you're you. You're not me. I'm not speaking on your behalf. I'm not part of your gang or your struggle or you don't know me. I'm not signed up voluntary or involuntary part of what you're doing. I'm talking about me. I'm an adult. I'm not your little pickney boy. I have a son. So have respect. I have a family. I have a mother and father. I have a mother and father. I didn't just appear invisible out of the shit on the floor. Okay. So you got to say all this just to talk. You got to say all that. All right. They're so rude. They've got no manners. Anyway. So it seems the food, the portion of the food is smaller. So what they need to do, and they say who's they? Whoever produces food. It's English. They is and it's an English word. So you got to use your imagination. When you hear they, you got to use your imagination. You got to then say they. I mean, you got to then say in your mind say food producers, food manufacturers, people like that. It's English. They is not a non-English word. It's an English word. So use your imagination. Because people in the past knows who's they. They know, but they follow me. Like the God sends them to me. They want to be near me. They want to be in my space. I'm not saying I'm not a holy person, but they want to be around me. They love being near me. They want to stand in my space. So I say, well, like there's many churches that are open during the day. You can go and sit in there and spend the whole day in there, and they can go and sit in there. No, honestly, they can go and sit in the church, look at the cross, and be near Jesus. But they want to be near me. Anyway, so it's unfair because I've got a lot on my shoulders. I've got a lot of things to deal with here. You don't send them to the church to sit in there in a holy space that's blessed by Almighty God to sit in there and get close to the King of Kings. Anyway, so the food portions are smaller. So I find when I go in the supermarket, it doesn't matter what supermarket it is. I'm in London, England. When I go in the supermarket, I'm thinking, well, where's the food? What can I buy that is food? I have that thought. Now, there is food there. There's no problem in England. There's food there. But I'm saying in terms of being full as a man, because I'm a man, I'm not a woman. As a man, being full, where is the food? So I have that thing of finding the food. Yeah. It's a strange phenomenon that you go in there and think, where's the food? Where is the food? Do I buy a loaf of bread with cheese and margarine? Is that going to make sandwiches with tomatoes in there and just have sandwiches with a drink? and have maybe 3 or 4 sandwiches, that will fill up the belly for about an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, like that. Or do I buy? Do you see what I mean? Do I buy this and that and that? Listen, where is the food? Because it seems like most of the stores now, the way that the supermarkets are going, and what they're saying is, this is not your weekly shop. You're just popping into our little supermarkets just to pick up little items. You're not going in there to really get food. They haven't said that, but look at making this video. It seems to me that could be a possibility. A possibility. Fucking hell, why did they love me? You know, you want it. They want to be near me. I'll be talking English, so they say they didn't understand what I said. Hmm. Anyway, it must be like a possibility that you can say is what they're saying is the supermarkets are saying, well, our little, because they're not big supermarkets, they're in London, they're not really big ones. There are big ones in London, but there are a lot of little ones dotted around. So they're saying, well, the little ones are just you pop in and get a box of tea bags and a pint of milk, things like that. That mentality, that thinking, box of tea bags and a pint of milk, or you pop in and get a sandwich and a soft drink, and that's come out. It's not thinking you go with a trolley or you're going to get the whole family shop now. So there's no food. Food like in there.